Let's start a new trend. Let's go over to the left controller organizer and go to the trends folder. Right click, click on new trend, then type a name for the trend. Here we're going to do a photo eye trend. Click next. Then you're going to want to find the tags that you want to trend. So we're looking for a photo eye, and we're looking for this specific photo eye. We're going to add this, finish, and we're going to run it. And basically we're just testing this trend to see if we get some signal of a change in state. We'll monitor this for a few seconds. There we go. So it's definitely triggered. So at this point you can see there's some signal here, but you don't really have a good idea what it's not a well-defined signal, so you might want to edit the axis. So what we'll do is we'll go to chart properties, and the first thing I like to do is go over to the y-axis and have a custom minimum and maximum value. So for this photo eye, it's either on or off. So I like to do is set a minimum value of -1 and a maximum value of 2, and in that way you can see the signal in between your top and bottom of your graph. So it's a well-defined signal there. And then what you want to do next, what I like to do next is I like to stop the trend from recording data, and I like to go ahead and reopen that chart properties, and I go over here to the sampling tab. So depending on your application, I like to start somewhere here, a 250 millisecond sample period and a time period of 2 hours. I click apply, and then I like to go to the x-axis and do a time span of, let's say, 5 minutes. Then we'll hit apply, okay, and then we'll hit run. Now if you look towards the bottom, you'll see that we have about a 5-minute x-axis. So at this point the signal's coming in a little bit slower, so you can see a little bit more of historical data as it's being recorded. So you get about 5 minutes of historical data on the x-axis. And your sample period is 250 milliseconds. So from my understanding, it's plotting a point every 250 millisecond. So after a couple of minutes, you got some nice historical data here, and we click on this option here. So you right click, and then everywhere you point, you will get a value at that specific point. That's a 0. This is a 1. So that is just your basic trend